Okay, so in this video we're going to be learning macros. Now macros is a type of computer system that stores programs to basically do it for you each and every morning or whenever you want it. You don't have to do it. It replaces repetitive tasks. So I'm going to show you this, right? Now this is our original data, okay, all these names. If you watch my previous videos, I used all these datas. And then this is, let's see. Yeah, so this is collecting the information from the data, right? This is the pivot table. So the pivot table is collecting all the information in the original table over here, right? But let's say I want you to look at one number. Let's say Tom. Tom is 1,000 over here, right? If you look at the original table, Tom is 1,000, see? But let's say if this changes, right? So let's change it to 1,000. Let's change it to 40 Rand. So every morning we as a business, we update this table. Problem is when you go back, see 40 Rand, Tom. Every time when you go back, under Tom, it'll still say 1,000 Rand from yesterday. So every time what you have to do is right click. Sorry, 1 second. The wrong thing I did. You have to right click and press refresh. And now it changes to 40. Now every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you have to keep on every morning when you come to work, right click and press refresh. Right click and press refresh. Now to you it might not seem that bad to do this every day, but your hands have a nice morning coffee. It's stupid, right? But what if with the click of a button you can just make this happen? That's a macro. So listen here. We're going to do a macro. Now, to do a macro, we need to, okay, let's just unchange this. So, yeah, put it to 1,000, okay. So, first of all, let me show you how to do a macro. The first thing, we need a developer option, right? Now, if you go to this options here, if you go to customize ribbon, and you press developer mode. Now for you, your developer mode will look like this. So I want you to, now I did this before, that is when my developer is on, but it should be off. When you go there, put it on. Press OK. Once you do this, you'll see developer mode over here. Right? Now when you click developer mode, you'll end up with this. As you could see, macros record macro. Now, whatever you want to do, and when you record that macro, when you press the button, the computer will do it by itself. For example, I want to press this refresh thing over here on this table every morning, but I don't want to physically right click and press refresh. So now I'll record my macro. So every time I press a button, it'll do it. So let me show you. Record macro, press it. I want to make this a name. So let's say refresh pivot table. Pivot table. And you can put a shortcut key. So whenever you want this to happen, what you're doing now, you just press the shortcut key, but I'm not going to do it now. Okay, that's perfect. And okay, the name isn't correct. Okay, so let's put a different name. Just put refresh, right? Okay, so now if you go over here, right, it's recording. So what does it mean it's recording? Whatever buttons or mouse clicks you do, your computer will record it. So then when you press the macro button, it'll do the exact same clicks. You see what I mean? So now let's do the refresh thing. Right click, refresh, and it refreshed. Done. So now I can stop the recording. So where's the recording? Let's stop it. And there we go. So now what happened is it's stored in my macros, this refresh button. Now let's say if this was morning now, this Tuesday morning, right? Let's go back to 1,000, right? So now Tuesday morning, this table got updated with the database, so it got to 40 Rand. But over here in my other table, it's still at 1,000 Rand. Now I got a macro available, so now I don't need to right click and press refresh. All I have to do is press, if I made a shortcut, remember I was telling you, showing you, you can make a shortcut now. Literally right now you can press a button in my computer and it'll refresh this automatically. But I told you I never put a shortcut, but I can go to my developer settings, go to macro and press run. You see it's on refresh. I'm going to press run. Now I want you to look at this 1000. It'll change when I press run. There we go. So you see how it can record what you want to do. Let's do another thing, right? Let's go to developer mode. Let's record another macro, right? So macro, let's say change layout. And I'm going to record what I'm going to do. And let's put this time a shortcut. So Control Q. Okay, a very, very good thing over here. When you're recording a macro name, you can't put a space. It's not allowed. They might ask you that in the notes. You can't put a space. Alright, Control Q. Now I'm recording a macro right now. So let's say every time I get this table, I want to make this in bold. So make this in bold. Okay, make this the color yellow. Make this the color, let's see, black. Okay, that covers everything, but you get the point. Now if I go to developer and stop the recording, whatever I did here is already in my macros. Now let me act like in the morning I come to work and now I got nothing over there. Let's say whatever I did in the recording, it must do it now on the computer. And remember I put a shortcut as Control Q. So when I press Control Q in the computer, whatever I did in the recording should happen here also. So let me do it. So you can't see, but right now in my computer I'm going Control Q. And there we go. So whatever I recorded doing to the data, every morning I come to work, I can do that and I'll already do this to the data. That's macro. Now in the notes, now macro, the way it stores what you do is through Virtual Basic. If you're doing Stats 140, actually if you're doing Eastern 103, we're going to do this. Wait, this is Eastern 103. This is Eastern 103. Yeah, so in Eastern 103, we're doing programming, we're going to do Virtual Basic. So this is all the programs that stores. You don't need to know this, but just for clarification, yeah, so basically all the program what I did that it stores are in here, right? But you don't need to know this. But it uses Virtual Basic, right? Now the macros I can delete. So if I want to delete, let's say refresh, I'll just press delete, and now I can see I can press delete, yes. And I can customize the macros, so I can even edit it. So edit the change layout one, edit it, and obviously this whole recording I did, whatever it recorded the mouse clicks, but it's all in code, right? So as you can see, I put it in bold, true, and all that. So I can even edit the code. So if I never, if I'm very, very specific as a coder, I can like edit it. So like this color, if there's a code for a black, so let's say, right, and that's going to change the code, but don't worry about it. But I'm just saying, behind the macro, the way it stores the data is through this whole code, right? So whenever you press Control Q in the calculator, it's going to enter this code, and that's why every time I press the button calculator, it does everything for me, right? So yeah, that's how you do macros, right? Very, very easy, very, very interesting, and that's it for macros.